It starts with a strike, an Israeli air raid on an Iranian nuclear site. Explosions light up the desert night. Tehran responds. Missiles, militias, chaos. But what happens next? Forget the headlines. Forget the politics. The real impact is at the gas pump. Because if Israel and Iran go to war, the whole world feels it. Not through bullets, but through barrels. This is the story of how a Middle East conflict could trigger an oil shock and crash the global economy. Part 1. Why the Middle East still controls the world's oil. Let's talk numbers. Every day, the world consumes over 100 million barrels of oil. About 30% of that comes from the Middle East. And nearly 20% of the world's oil, yes, 1 in every 5 barrels, passes through one narrow choke point, the Strait of Hormuz. It's just 30 miles wide, sits between Iran and Oman, and it's the most critical oil shipping route on Earth. If it gets blocked, the world doesn't just lose oil, it loses confidence, cash, and control. Part 2. How a war starts an oil crisis. Here's how it happens. Step 1. Israel strikes Iran's nuclear sites. Targets include Natanz, Fordow, and Arak. Step 2. Iran retaliates directly and indirectly. Missiles are fired. Hezbollah joins in. Tensions escalate across the region. Step 3. Iran threatens or actually blocks the Strait of Hormuz. Mines are dropped. Tankers are harassed. Insurance companies stop covering oil shipments. Suddenly, 20% of the world's oil is frozen. Oil prices don't just rise, they explode. $80 per barrel? Gone. $150? Possible. $200? Not unthinkable. Part 3. What happens to you, the consumer? Let's get personal. If oil hits $150 to $200 per barrel, gasoline prices triple, airfare skyrockets. Shipping costs jump, everything, from groceries to electronics, becomes more expensive. It's not just oil. It's everything that moves because of oil. And the poorest countries? They suffer the most. Food prices go up. Blackouts increase. Debt balloons. A war between 2 countries could push 100 others into recession. Part 4. Historical proof. This has happened before. This isn't speculation. We've seen it happen. 1973 oil crisis. Arab states cut off oil to the West. Prices quadrupled. 1979 Iranian Revolution. Oil exports dropped, sparking panic. 1990 Gulf War. Fear of supply loss sent prices soaring. 2019, tankers were attacked in the Gulf and prices spiked overnight. One regional spark equals global economic fire. And this time, with Israel and Iran, the stakes are nuclear. Part 5. Can anyone stop it? Short answer, not easily. The US Navy's 5th Fleet patrols the Gulf, yes, but it would take days to clear mines, weeks to secure safe shipping lanes, and by then, the damage is done. Strategic oil reserves, they help, for a while. But panic spreads faster than barrels. Markets react before oil even runs out. It's about fear, not just fuel. Part 6. Who benefits, who suffers? Winners. Oil exporters like Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. Defense contractors. Speculators betting on commodity futures. Losers. Oil importers like India, Japan, South Korea, Germany airlines, shipping, trucking industries. Everyday consumers, you. This war could reshape global alliances, push nations to pick sides, and force even neutral countries to pay the price. Part 7. The bigger fear, permanent instability. The real danger? It's not the price spike. It's the idea that oil is no longer safe. If the world loses faith in Middle East oil, it triggers long-term inflation, investment withdrawal currency, devaluation in emerging markets, a global shift to alternative suppliers, which takes years. And if Iran turns oil into a weapon, it sets a new precedent. every future conflict becomes an energy war. Conclusion: one war, one straight, one shockwave. The next time you fill up your car, fly on a plane, buy something shipped from across the world, remember, it all depends on peace in the Middle East. And if that peace breaks, if Israel and Iran go to war, the oil shock won't be regional. It will be global. A war fought with missiles, but paid for by every citizen on Earth.